Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith with a bit of a weird voice today, but still going strong. We're going to go work on buying some more land, sending out offers, sending out cash offers, try to buy land. We just did a live mailer half an hour ago or something, and gave away a couple properties. I'm going to do the same thing today. Hopefully I just give one away. I don't know if I can afford to give multiple ones away all the time, but at least give some land away today in this mailer or this live call. The plan was to have Marcos on the call, and we'll work on this together. But he seems to be indisposed right now, and maybe he'll come on part way through. I just want to get started. I got to get the kids, not too distant future, so I just want to make this thing happen before I got to go get the kids from school. So let me bring up the map here. I got a map on California. We're still working California today. This is a map of California, the counties in California. And so what I'm thinking is, in the past I mailed all these counties up here, and this previous one today I was doing Shasta. I've mailed a whole bunch of these different counties at different times. This time I wanted to work on Yosemite. So I pulled up Yosemite. This is well, this map doesn't work so well. Here's Yosemite National Park, and this is, just a whole bunch of mountains along here. Sierra National Forest, Santa Luz National Forest, El Dorado National Forest. I think this is going to be Northmore. I've already mailed all these guys up here. We get some beautiful land along these, along the foothills before you get down into the valleys. I want to try not to get the valleys. Not that it's not economic. It's just I don't think that's my target market. I want the stuff in the mountains. It's more dreamy. It's more of like where you have a second home, or go for it, and something more exotic, something a little further out there. It's not so uniform like farmland. I think the farmland stuff gets, the pricing is more constant. I think the mountain stuff is more weird and easier to pull off a margin in. So thanks everybody that's chiming in. Got a couple people on here. I'm gonna change some settings, see if I can get this to flow a little bit cleaner. I don't need to watch myself on the video. I'll just leave the stream going and see if that does it a little bit better. A bunch of different windows open. So there's counties in there. I did, I looked at the map. I already mailed El Dorado, Amador, Calaveras, Alpine, but I've never mailed Tuolumne. So Tuolumne County here. I think I'm going to start with that one. Mariposa, I think I'll do that one next, depending on the size of data. And then work my way down into Madera. I kind of want this eastern half of Madera County, because down here it gets more of the valley. Fresno, I want this mountain side of Fresno, if I can figure out how to circle that and skip the rest of the county. And then Tulare, same thing. I want to get the mountainous stuff. There's some beautiful rivers, whitewater rafting and stuff in the backside of these mountains, hiking and trees and forests and streams, and just, there's beautiful countryside here. The valley is farmland. I mean, it's a lot more, it all looks the same to me. But I want the unique stuff up in the mountains. Couple guys saying welcome back. It's off-grid in Arizona is on there. Off-grid in Arizona. You won some land in the past, and I never got your full contact information. Excuse me. So off-grid in Arizona. It looks like you're on the live caller right now. Thanks for chiming in. Could you please email your contact information about the title information for the land that I was giving away to you on 3/26/2018. What name do you want it in? What address do you want it sent to? Telephone number, email, like that kind of stuff, so I can get that land to you. Maybe you sent it and I just never got it into my database, never got it into my spreadsheet to go get you the land, but if you could send it to me off grid in Arizona, that'd be awesome. Other guys on here, thanks for signing in. Says I'm 40 minutes to Yosemite. Nice, Nancy. That sounds like a good spot. Off grid in Arizona saying, will do, Luke. Thank you. Thanks, off grid in Arizona. If I'm thinking of the right channel, I think he's got a channel where he's building a small house to move out to the property. So maybe check out his channel too, if I'm thinking of the right guy. So let's zoom in here. So which county did I say I was going to start with? Tuolumne County. Let's do a little bit of research. I was going to do some Zillow, because they have a map. We'll pull up some other ones. Of course, I spelled it wrong. I'm going to take some notes. I'm spelling it wrong. Tuolumne. Tuolumne County. Gotta be serious. Come on, Zillow. You got 4 properties in the county for sale? Oh, man. Okay, so we got the for sale ones. Let's get the recently sold ones on there. Let's see if we can bump up the data. Lot size 1 acre. Let's do anything. And any price, anything, apply. Okay, so the cheapest in the county is this 1/4 acre, $3,500. Let's take a look at that thing. That looks like it's getting down the hill. We got Candy Pits showing up. Numerous names in here look familiar. Thanks, guys, for coming back. So if you're just joining in, I'm gonna give some land away towards the end of this video. We'll see how long it takes to get there. I got 6 counties on the hit list. I'm gonna try to get data to send some mailers to. Tuolumne County, $3,500 is a Jeebus property. It's a little bugger. Let's see what's going on. Why is it so cheap? Downslope lot, great for privacy, must sell, motivated. Check this out. Sorry about my voice. I just got a little bit under the weather. I'm trying to lean into the microphone. Maybe I'll do this. Might show up on screen, but maybe I'll be a little bit louder. This thing is spinning its wheels. Let's try that again. 265 days on Zillow. What's wrong with that property? So some 30s have been selling, but that's like, what are these things? I mean, some small lots going for 30 grand in town. Building. Might be rent. 3,500 might be rent. Here's 99. No, here's 10 grand basically for 0.4 acres. A view property. Look at this. So a little over a year ago they put this up for 15 grand. They keep lowering the price. Let's see if they get anyone's looking at it. Competition, 158 views in the last 30 days. There's a couple people looking at it. I think this county's gonna be a really small market. Ponderosa Hills, price to sell. 1/4 acre lot. It's like a hill. 39 views in the last 30 days. It's not a whole lot of people looking at this market. It's been up for sale for 2 years. So 15K, 10K. These are all smaller lots. So here's 15K for 2 acres. Let's see what that is. Is this same neighborhood, Ponderosa Hills? Look at that. It looks like some beautiful countryside. Doesn't look like it's got access. So we got a good question here. Kenny Pitts is asking, hey Luke, I already won land. Can I take it and trade it to someone under ruralvacantland.com to be in another state and at the overage if necessary? I mean, you can trade it if you want. I mean, I'd take it in for a trade, but it doesn't cost me that much money to buy these properties that I'm giving away. So I'm not going to trade it in for much. I mean, you're going to be a lot better off if I can go sell the property, get the money out of selling it, and using that money to go buy some land, use that to buy the one that you're after, or do it a couple times. You know, take that money from that one and then tell me to go buy a half dozen more of them or something and sell those, and then take that money to buy the one you're after. Dr. Todd Fisher said, I'm interested in property you find in Tuolumne or Mariposa County. Property, sweet. Finally got you live. Good morning. Cool cat. Good morning, cool cat. Beautiful. I mean, good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon here too. You can just put it in my name off grid. Here you go. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of due diligence on this area. I mean, really, there's not much of anything for sale. So if I take this, if I take these lot sizes and I do like 1 acre and up, that gets me out of a lot of the neighborhoods, like a lot of these little quarter acre split up things. It looks like it still has me in Ponderosa Pines neighborhood. This neighborhood seems to have a bunch of lots in it. That's going to be the neighborhood that probably rains deals if I go mail this whole county. So that's going to be the cheap neighborhood. There's only one there. It looks like no access for 15 grand. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see if they can get the location on that. So looking at that map, I mean, it looks like you're back in a valley over here and the road's over there. I mean, this looks like the no access 15 grand trash one. I mean, maybe there's easements or something and you build a road out there. They don't give you much of any information. Let's see if it's a classic realtor. I mean, we could call him and ask him about it, I guess. Want to do that, guys? Let's call this realtor. Should I tell her we're on the live call? I'll just call. Let's see if I can get the settings right here. Okay. Bet you she doesn't even answer the phone. Let's see if I got the audio right. Rhonda.
Services California Realty. This is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Thanks for taking my call. My name is Luke, and I see a property you've got on Zillow. It says the listing is provided by Rhonda Bailey. Is Rhonda available?
Yes. And unfortunately, she's not in the office right at this moment, but I can put you through to her line. Hopefully it will ring right to her cell phone, so she'll be able to answer some questions for you.
Okay, cool.
But I know she's on the road, so if you don't get a hold of her, please leave your name and your number, and she will call you back.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, let me put you through. Hold on, please.
See if she answers.
Hello, you've reached Rhonda Bailey with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Realty. Please leave your name, number, and message so that I can fully prepare for the return phone call, and as soon as I am able, I will get back to you. Thank you, and I hope you're having a phenomenal day.
At the tone, please record your message.
I guess I'll leave a message.
When you're finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Rhonda. This is Luke Smith. My phone number is 760-274-7711. I was looking on Zillow and I see you got this property in Ponderosa Hills, I think it's called, for like 15 grand. And it seemed kind of cheap for that area. I was looking at the map. Does it have access? Is that kind of like, does it have easements? You build your own access? Or maybe that's why it's cheap. A little more information would be great. Luke Smith, 760-274-7711. Thank you. Okay, just doing a little research. It'd be cool if we got her on the phone. She could tell us about the neighborhood, but I mean, there's houses. I mean, this looks like a good looking neighborhood besides that one that doesn't look like it's got access. So I think if we bought them for like 10 grand, we ignored this weird one that doesn't have access, that's been up for sale for, oh, it's only been on Zillow for 10 days. Yeah, we could just run with it. I wonder, did I check how much attention that one got? Let's see. 194 views. So if we can get prices like that on the board, they probably move. Here's 5 acres for 59 grand. You know, view lots, 5 acres in the mountains. This is the kind of stuff I'd like to get. Oh, Ponderosa Hills Homeowners Association. Info, call. These are all, that's the same neighborhood, Ponderosa Hills. Let's call this neighborhood and see what they say. Let's see, 209. Nine two eight 4668. Supposed to be calling. There we go. I think that incoming call screwed up my system. Got it back. Learning what buttons to hit.
Hello, you've reached the phone line for the Ponderosa Hills Recreation Club. If you would like information, please leave a detailed message.
I'm gonna hang
This
up
phone
on them.
number is only checked.
So the this is the main neighborhood in the county. So I'm wondering if there's a way to like avoid this one or price it for this one. I wonder what kind of rules they have. More of the Berkshire Hathaway, same people. Let's Google this thing. I'm just doing a little research here, guys. So bear with me. What's it called? Ponderosa Hills Homeowners Association. So what I want to see is like what kind of this might be it. What kind of rules and regulations they have, what kind of fees. Yeah, this is it. Local attractions. Skiing, Yosemite. Photo gallery. Pool news. It's like, oh geez. Pool demolition. So they demoed it and then they opened it back up in 2016. So I think they got a pool. CC&Rs, here we go. Codes, covenants, and restrictions. Dr. Todd Fisher saying there are many HOAs with large fees in the area. Yeah, it sounds like it. 760 phone number. Yeah, that covers a huge area. Telling people about your site, Luke. Hope you have more visitors. Thank you, Angela. Ed is saying, Luke, shouts out from Burbank, California. I'm watching your mailers and learning more and more, man. Great videos. Thanks again. Thanks, Ed. HOA. I know, right? But, you know, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's really bad. I don't know. Maybe I can scrub out that community and just try to get everything else. So lot 125 to 205 was at 75, 80 properties. It's not that many. Because there's 80 properties in the subdivision. So you automatically become a member of the recreation club. Oh, this is a different unit. Units 1 through 3. 1 through 3 neighborhoods can become, and then subdivision number 4 automatically becomes one. Damage, blah, 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 blah. How long is this thing? It's not that much longer. They don't talk about all the rules. I think I'm just going to leave it in there. I think it's just that one weird lot that's got no access that's cheap. The rest of the stuff's pretty expensive. So it told me 15K, no access. 59K and up for the rest of them. They're 1 acre and up. Okay, let's look at the market in Mariposa. $13K cool is saying he used to live right near that property. I would go to Dodge Ridge to snowboard. Huh. It sounds like there's a lot of good snow skiing and snowboarding in this area. Yeah, Cool Cat saying scroll up. There's the assessment section. All the rules have to be there. I'm sure they're there. I just don't want to take the time to go through the boring stuff with you guys. For sale by owner. 1 acre. 13 and change. They just cut the price. It's Lush Meadows Mountain Estates, Mariposa. They're doing owner financing. As a member of this HOA, you'll have access to nearby Something Lake and another lake for swimming, fishing, picnicking. You'll have a bunch of rules and fees as well. And enjoy the clubhouse year-round event sponsored by the community. So that's 1 acre. I wonder if that whole community is 1 acre. We could bump it up to like 1 1/4 or something and skip them. I think that might be the case. So, let's see what else we got. 25 grand. I'm taking notes that names of the neighborhoods that we want to stay away from. Mariposa's Lush Meadows. Let's see. Prove this. Someone's trying to buy land. Sounds like good terms to me. I'm saying yes. So this is 2.9 acres. Let's see if this is Lush Meadows. Bark beetle infestation going on. Lush Meadows Estates. Yeah. So all the cheap stuff is in Lush Meadows. And that's 2 acres, so if I change the acreage, it's still not going to change it. So we could figure out how to skip that neighborhood. Here's 5 acre lots going for 25 grand. They're all sold. The 25, 27 are also sold. So if I bought them for like 10 grand and sell them for 20, it sounds like that would work. A lot land for sale, 30 grand for 10 acres still for sale. So if I bought it for 10 grand, sold it for 20, that'd still work. There's a 35 on 7 acres, 35 for 2 acres. Quail Ridge Estates. These are getting higher prices. So that neighborhood seems to have got off the ground better. Yeah, I wonder what happens all the way over here. I mean, there's lakes and stuff. I might as well hit the whole county. So what's the next one? Madeira. Saying your voice is hanging in there pretty good. Yeah. I figure there's less talking on these videos than me talking on the phone, taking calls. So I do some mailers and hang up the phone. Jason Lydiard's signing in here. I cannot find many properties that are not in an HOA. So Jason, I think Jason's going to share in on this mailer, probably take some of the calls on some of this mailer. So he's saying it's like HOA land over here. Well, we'll go through the county data. I bet you there's land in there that's not HOA. Mammoth Lakes. Let's try this. Yosemite National Park. Going up to Mammoth. It's a beautiful countryside there. Just because it's all green doesn't mean there's no private properties in there. So we might be able to shake some out. So 9 grand, 10 grand. Be the same kind of neighborhood. Yosemite Lakes Park. Yosemite Lakes Park. It just seems to be the case. Like every county's got its one, for lack of better words, one butthole that is the, that's where all the cheap stuff happens. I think if I stay out of that and I get those kinds of prices in the rest of the county, I can probably buy and sell a lot faster and better than trying to deal with that one broken neighborhood. This thing just looks like a rocky hillside here. I mean, no wonder that's cheap. Looks like the same one right next to it or something. J. Carroll. Listed by different people. Almost looks like the same property listed by 2 different people. Let's look at they're getting people. I mean, people are actually shopping this land. 10 acres. Yosemite Lakes Park subdivision. I mean, so I don't want to buy this neighborhood. And they're selling for 11 grand. People are selling with a realtor 11 grand, 12 grand, 15 grand. Yeah. Or I should price that neighborhood. That's what I should do. I should pull all the data. Yosemite Lakes Park is going to get some lower price. It's going to get like, if it's trading for 10 and 15 grand, I'm going to offer them like 4 grand. Lush Meadows. What was Lush Meadows? Lush Meadows 13 to 20. I'm going to do the same thing. Lush Meadows, they're going to get like 4 grand. And that Ponderosa one, that's my wife. I have to get back to her. Ponderosa, same thing. I'm just going to offer them like 4 or 5 grand. And offer the rest of the county like 10 grand. I think that would make more sense than trying to weasel those neighborhoods out of the data. I just offer them like half the price or lower. And mail them offers. I think that'll be a lot easier than trying to sort through the data. Okay, so we got 3 counties there. Fresno, I'm scared of because there's a whole bunch of the county I don't want to touch. Do you buy much in the Midwest? Someone's asking. I was talking this morning to one of the guys that I gave some land to, and he's got a whole bunch of land deals in Michigan. I was trying to pull off some of those. I'll probably buy some of those properties. I'd like to go mail some Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I know Michigan pretty well. He has some land that was really close to like where my uncle used to have a Christmas tree farm. I used to go deer hunting as a kid. Thought that was pretty cool. I don't really know the market that well, but I'm sure I could figure it out. So Fresno County, where's all this stuff? This is around town. I mean, where's the cheap stuff coming in? The cheap stuff's coming out in the hills. Cheap stuff's over here, close to Sequoia. farms and stuff in here. I think this is getting too complicated. Fresno's too complicated. And I think we should do it in another mailer. I'll cut it up and I'll do like zip codes or something to try to get the hills over here, not the town over here. So I want to skip the town. And then I was thinking Tulare, Tulare. I think Tulare is going to be the same kind of thing. And we're getting the town instead of... Thinking Michigan instead of California. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm not sure what happened to Marcos. I thought he might chime in later, but I don't see him coming in. So if we got 44 people watching, I think that's pretty cool. I can't believe you guys are that interested in trading land. But I'm impressed. Thanks for sticking out with me and my horrible voice and helping figure this out. So same thing, like half the counties over here in like No Mansville, like farmer stuff that I don't want to buy. I don't want to trade that. I want to trade the creative stuff in the hills. Like I wouldn't be happy getting stuck with these properties someday. Nobody buys them. These ones in the hills, I could go build a cabin and have fun with it and stuff. But I don't really want these valley properties. So I think the giant Sequoia National Monument. I mean, I totally want to go mail this county, but not the whole county. I want to figure out how to slice it up there someday. And then the other one on the back side, there's Mono and Inyo County. I think I'll do that some other day. So I think for right now, let's do Tuolumne, Mariposa, Madera. Let's see what kind of data we get. See if they have any data. Must be in the wrong thing. So I'm going to pull up that one I just did in Shasta. Excuse me. 0.7 acres to 45 acres. No improved. Let's take out the property tax for now. I'm going to try this same kind of land use code stuff. Let's change the county to Tuolumne. And then we'll add it back in. Add back in the taxes. See how many listings we get. Holy cow. It's going. It's spinning its wheels. So Tuolumne, let's see. How many was it? 3,700. Wow. We might have a mailer, guys. 3,700. I like that. Let's take a look at this. Let's get rid of the junk on the ends. Let's add in tax. What is it? Property tax. Of course, it's not under just tax. It's under property tax. You gotta make me think. So let's try it. Let's try $50, and let's add that. See if that gets rid of anything. 34. 3. That took off about 10%. Okay, so let's keep that. Let's go back and let's get Mary Miles says, I find this very interesting. Thank you, Mary. Beautiful country. This is a different way of buying land. Lots of people call a real estate broker, agent, person. They say, I want to build a house somewhere out in the hills and find me the land. This is the technology age, guys. We got internet. We got all kinds of data. Let's use it. Let's use a computer. When I'm using a mouse and a computer and some data and sorting through it and my head, your guys' feedback, and see what we get. So we got $50. Let's add top. Let's try 1,500. No, I don't want. $1,500 a year taxes, but let's see if that cuts it down. What did I do? I forgot to write down my numbers. 32. I don't think $1,500 did much of anything. Nobody at vacant land has $1,500 taxes. Let's try 1,000. So I'm taking the vacant land and I'm trying to just cut the. I want the middle. I don't want the extreme lows or the extreme highs. I just want the stuff in the middle. 29, 3. That was. So we started with 37. We got down to like 32 or something like that. Now we're down to 29 and change. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna save that one. I can't spell. How do you spell that county? Tuolum. I got stage fright, guys. Tuolumne. I think I got it. Okay, so Tuolumne. How many do we get? Let's do that one more time. Let's get our numbers. 2954. Okay, let's go back. Let's do that same thing. Let's do it for Mariposa. Oh, this is with the taxes. I want to go back and strip that tax out. 2421. So 2421 records, and that's with the tax 53,000. Okay, let's try to get rid of the let's get rid of the 1,000 and let's get rid of the 50. Let's take it down to $1, so I don't have to go look it up again. Let's see how many records we got in total. Just doing iterations, trying to narrow in on what we're doing. 2,800. You notice I'm looking at these names and they're like people's names. I mean, yeah, there's a trust, but it's not like banks and, well, American Geographic Society, I don't know. But it's not a whole bunch of companies. It's just people. It's mom and pop owners that own the land. That's good. That's what we're looking for. It's not parks. It's not government. It's not county. It's not state. It's not irrigation district, power line, whatever. So we got this sorted down pretty well. And then, okay, let's try 50. So we're at 2,800. And we want to get it down to, what? Like 2,200 or something. You want to get halfway there on this slice and then take half off the top. Oh, 2687. 6, 7. That gets us part way. We got to go a little more. We got to bump that up. Taxes are higher in this county. Let's try $75. This should take us to like 25. We're looking for about 2,500 records on this if we get rid of the bottom 10%. 26. Let's bump it up some more. Taxes are a lot here. Let's try 90. $25. Maybe we try 95 or 100. Oops. I didn't want to hit that. We're getting close. 2562. I think that's close enough. So if we knock another 200 to 300 off there, we'd be at 22. I'll call a couple people, get past my call center. 20. So let's try $1,000 again on the high side. So we were just 25. So if we go down to like 22, that'd knock 10% off of there, roughly. See if we can move that number around to get to 22. 2296. That's close enough. $22.96. I'm gonna run with that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna save this thing. It's Mariposa. Okay. Groveland seems to be HOA. There's going to be a lot of HOAs. I think I'm going to go through the data and I'm going to see what kind of neighborhoods show up in there. And I'm going to search the neighborhoods and I'm going to price them accordingly. But I think the cheapest neighborhoods shine up with the ones that already got cheap stuff for sale. It's a quick way to sort them. I just lower the price. So if they do say yes, it's like, okay, I'll still go for it. Kind of don't want them to say yes though. So the next one is Madeira. Madera. Let's pull up Madeira. I always wanted to go visit Madeira, like the island off of south of Spain or Morocco. Let's get rid of the property tax thing. I should have just kept it $1, huh? Excuse me. Sorry about my voice. Snotness. Good thing we're not in the same room, so I can't pass it to you. That's what the computer is good for, right? 3514. Okay, so let's go back. There's a whole bunch of records in here. We're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 7,000 records. This is going to be cool. Send out a whole bunch of offers. Okay, so we want to add property tax. Property tax. Let's try $50. So if we want to take 10% off there, we take like 350 off, so we'd be at 250. So 3250. Let's see if we get down to 3250 neighborhood. 3242. Oh. Perfect. I'll take that. And then on the let's see if 1000 works again. So 3252, we want to be down to about 3,000. So we get this down to about 3,000. We'll take 10% off top and bottom. 2639. Holy cow, taxes are high here. Maybe we should just not take those higher tax ones. Man, those taxes jump up. We're gonna cut more. We're gonna cut more than 10% off the top, just because those taxes they're getting too crazy. We don't need that many properties. Okay, so how many are we down to now? 2639. $50 bottom tax, $1,000 top tax, 2639. Let's go back, let's save this thing. Let's wrap it up. There we go. Guy's calling it Tuolumne. Nice. Now I know how to pronounce it. Tuolumne. I like that. Thank you. Thanks, 13. Cool. It's the name of the county. So I was going to save this. That's what I'm doing. Madeira. Okay, so I got my data set saved. I can pull them and I can merge them and I can do that whole boring mess on my own. You know, guys don't have to watch that. Yeah, Angela Manning saying, hope you feel better. Exactly. I might have to sign off and go take a nap before I get the kids. Yeah, Liberty Murphy saying cut the top and bottom 20%. Exactly. It probably should cut the top and bottom 20% off of there. Do some what's the Italian guy's name? Pareto principle stuff. Get rid of the bottom top and the top and bottom 20%. Just go on the middle. It's probably be a lot more accurate. Sometimes I like to swing for the fences a little more though. And I can always tell them no if they call back and it's like they want to sell it to me for the offer I made, and the property just looks awful and you can't get there and everything else. I just say no. No, or lower the price of something that makes sense. Oh, here's another pronunciation of Tuolumne. Tuolumne. Tuolumne? Tuolumne. I think he's saying. Read a fine living. Hey all, I'm late to the party. This top 10% have largest properties. No, it doesn't mean it's the largest property. I mean, we're going by a tax value. So you could have a 40-acre property in there that has a $100 tax value because it's like cliffside, crazy, stupid property you can't get to. Or you could have the 40-acre down in the valley that's got the $3,000 taxes because, this is like perfect farming and you could farm, I don't know, crazy crops. It's worth a whole bunch of money. So somebody paid $3 million for the property or something. Now their taxes are $3,000 a year. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it doesn't matter the size. It matters the value. So the assessor goes through and they rank these properties. They rank them by what they think the value is. They look at improvements, access, utilities, topography, trees, location, view. I mean, they come up with all kinds of things that they value them by. Who knows if they're accurate or not, but they do. They do it, and that's what they do, and that's, based on that assessment, they put a tax on there. So some of these properties that have been owned forever have really low taxes, and they don't fit the bill either. So there's a lot of different ways of doing this. I live near and everybody says it different. There you go. That's how it works. Okay, so what really popular park am I basing this around? There's this park. It's got like waterfalls and mountains and trees and everything. And it's like, if you look up California's top parks, this is the top of the top famous popular park in California that these counties are kind of hinged around. And it's also, I think, the title, or at least the open screen shot of this this video. So the first person to say Yosemite gets a free piece of land. I'm going to study this pretty close because I didn't study it very close last time. Okay, so people are chiming in. Dominic Strong is saying Yosemite. I don't think it's spelled right, but I understand you, Dominic. So Dominic Strong, you win a piece of property I don't think you've ever won before. And thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm going to give you a free piece of land. And what I need from you is your contact information. I'm going to need that contact information because that's how I get you the deed. That's how I get in touch with you to make sure it's going to happen and everything. I got to get you the land. So the other thing that I need from you, I'm saving your name and everything, I need is your, I'm going to type in here where to send it. I need your title. The title that you want to own this land in. It could be your personal name, or it could be you and your wife or your husband, or significant other, or kids or friends or church or charity or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do Gillian at ruralvacantland.com. So Gillian at ruralvacantland.com. I'm just typing this email in here so you can cut and paste it. You can send her, that's my assistant, you can send her your contact information, the title that you want the property in, the address that you want the deed sent to you. In the future, the counties will send you a tax bill on this property. You got to keep paying the taxes or else they take the property away. If you want me to resell the property for you, I'll give you that option too. There's some more paperwork I'll ask you to do. You can just sign this other form. Basically says, yes, Luke, you can go resell it for me. And I charge you 50% of the profits of reselling it. So everything above the cost of me getting this property to you, I split it with you, less like the recording fees, basically, just the basic fees to close this thing. And so you'll probably end up with, maybe $500 or $1,000 or something after I go sell this thing for you, after I charge you half and everything. And so I think that could be a pretty cool gift. It'll probably take a little bit of time. It'll take a month or 2 months, 3 months or something. I'm caught up on most all the land giveaways right now. Up till like this week, I haven't done the paperwork on the people I gave land away this week to. But prior to this week, I've done all the paperwork and I've got it rolling. And I'll get on top of yours right quick here and get it rolling, get you that land. And maybe that gets you your first piece of land or your thousands. I don't know. But maybe that'll entice you to want to do more deals with me, with us, with ruralvacantland.com. I keep giving away land. Got lots of cheap land. We just went through on how to buy land. Mailing cash offers to everybody in the area. If you want to pick through the mailers of the ones that come back, let me flip this over. So the ones that come back, let's say we buy this land on all these mailers and you want to see what's coming back or wherever the area is that you're looking at, the cheapest land in the area, it's going to be on my website because I made everybody cash offers. Like everybody, that meets the criteria basically. And if they're saying no, I mean, maybe they put it up for sale by owner and you find a cheaper one, but I doubt it. And most likely if they'll say yes. If they say yes, I'm putting it back up for sale as the cheapest stuff in the market. Oftentimes half the market price of what other people are asking. And so you can pick through there. You can cherry pick your favorite stuff. And that's what we do at ruralvacantland.com. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you everybody for subscribing. If you're watching this later on, not the live version, please subscribe and watch for the next time that I do this. I'll keep doing these kinds of live deals, talking about land, learning about land, learning from you guys, and hopefully you guys learn it from me too. And maybe next time I'll get some of the other land dealers on the phone doing this with us. But for now, thank you. Thanks everybody. I think I'm going to go put my head in a pillow for a bit and see if I can get my voice back and then go get the kids. Talk to you later.